Welcome everyone to this business presentation, all about Crowd1. But I want to first look at why we should actually start creating multiple income streams. And if you think about it, the average millionaire has 7 sources of income. Now, I'm not saying that we must all go out and create 7 sources, but I do think it is very critical to create multiple income streams, especially with what's going on in the world and specifically in our country, South Africa, at the moment. So just very quickly, I want to run through some very concerning statistics. Our unemployment rate has now increased to 30%. So 7.1 million South Africans cannot find employment. That's huge. And if you think about it, we just out of the COVID level 4 lockdown. So yes, guys, this is just the tip of the iceberg, I believe. In fact, I actually think we're still on the way up. And then just some headlines here with us. I mean, we've actually cut our economic outlook, and it was actually our Minister Tito Mboweni that said our economy will grow by 0.9%, and inflation will average at 4.5%. Well, I must be honest, if I look at the cost of basic groceries since the lockdown started, I think this 4.5% is going to go a lot higher if I look at the increase. And then on Investec, they say tough times ahead for South Africa economy. And I just want to highlight some of the points. Now, you can most welcome to go and have a look. Sorry, guys, this pops up, so I'm going to make sure that I just get everybody in to the room. So welcome to everyone so far. Guys, this is worrying. Fiscal deficit minus 14.6% of GDP. We're actually growing backwards. Our gross debt as a percentage of GDP is sitting at almost 82%. Now remember, this actually excludes government's guarantees of the state-owned enterprises such as SAA, Eskom, and the like. And it's already at 82% of our GDP. And then let's look at the ratings agencies. Moody's, we're already sitting at BB+, Fitch at BB, and then Standard & Poor's. Our currency rating is sitting at BB, so I mean the rand is not too bad, but foreign currency or the country rating is actually minus BB. The most concerning thing is, if you look at this, the next step would be B, followed by a C, and then a default. And if we go into default, nobody will ever put any money into this country ever again. And let's just hope that this doesn't happen. And you can see here, this lady, Annabelle Bishop, chief economist, said that the rating agencies are likely to downgrade South Africa after the budget. If not in November, then sooner. So it doesn't look good for our economy. And then just another headline in business tech, our economy could sink by 7.1% this year. And then if we look at businesses, I mean, they say expect more businesses to close in South Africa this year. That was already in February. That's before the lockdown even, so it's scary. But what really got me is when I saw this Euler Hermes, they're one of the biggest credit insurance companies in the world. Let's just have a look here. If you look at, I mean, this is the green where we are, South Africa. It's a high level. The next is very high level. And we're sitting at a plus 4%. So that is frightening. Yes, America is sitting in there as well, Germany, Romania. So yeah, maybe we can say we're in good company, but hell, I would definitely rather be here. And I mean, look at New Zealand. They're sitting at also a bit of a high level, but they say it's stable or it's starting to improve, and that's 0%. So concerning thing is, doesn't look good for South Africa. And let's have a look at what they say here. Brace for the wave of bankruptcies. As in here they say, South Africa's economy is teetering on a knife edge. And thousands of businesses. And the sad thing is, it's not just small, eh? It's large companies as well that might be destined for business rescue. And then this is even more frightening. Between 1 million and 4 million informal and formal sector jobs are at risk. And it's not me saying so. Guys, this is Business for Africa that has done research, or the research was done on behalf of them. And then here's some bankruptcies, company bankruptcies. Have a look here, 260, sort of come down. But can you see what's happening here? I mean, there's more than 125 companies that is actually going bankrupt on a monthly basis. That is frightening. And then I don't want to actually, I mean, these, where they say these major South African companies are facing closure. We all know about Edcon, there's Comair and all of those. But I actually want to highlight this. And this is where Nedbank forecast 1.6 million jobs will be shed in the country in 2020. And this is compared to 900,000 in the previous global financial recession. So it's almost double that. Just want to make sure everybody is in. So I don't want to paint the picture of doom and gloom here. All I actually want to show you is that, ladies and gents, now is the time to really take responsibility for your financial wealth and your financial well-being. Things are not looking very well for South Africa and for us, as especially people that rely on a job. And I just want to say tonight, just keep an open mind. Think about your loved ones. Think about yourself. The government is not going to look after us. We need to do it ourselves. So we get now to what this is actually all about, and that is Crowd1. So what is Crowd1? First of all, Crowd1 is almost like Uber and Airbnb. And I know there's been a lot of negativity in the press, especially the last 2 weeks. I've got my views on it, and I'll put it out straightly. I think it's a load of rubbish. And if you want, in the Q&A, you can ask me questions, and I'm happy to share with you my views on it. But there's Uber and Airbnb. They don't own one car or a bed themselves, yet they're actually successful companies. The interesting thing is, during the lockdown, Uber and Airbnb actually took a major knock. But Crowd1 actually made money. And in fact, the Crowd1 members got paid. And we actually grew our business because we're actually selling other people's digital products. Guys, and this business is for people that realize that entrepreneurship is the answer to our problems. And if you think about it, since the beginning of 2019, in 60 months, we grew to 5 million people. That's huge. But it's a couple of things I need to highlight, and maybe this will also, you know, people will realize why I say some of these things in newspapers and in the news is a load of rubbish. First of all, Crowd1 is not an investment company. We are also not a cryptocurrency company. We don't invest or mine Bitcoins. And we sure as hell is not a pyramid scheme. And when I like to talk about how we work, you'll see why I say it. We're also not a gambling company, so we don't need a gambling license. We're not a Forex company, and we're not selling shares. No shares is being sold in Crowd1. We are also not developing games. But what we are, we're a digital marketing company, and Crowd1 offers free Crowd1 rewards, and I'll speak about those a bit later on. Crowd1 uses Bitcoin and Ethereum as a payment method. That's all. That's the only reason why they use Bitcoin and Ethereum. What we actually are doing is we're busy generating real customers for these guys that are actually developing the games. Plus, we're offering 5 bonus payment systems. We offer affiliate income via partner products, and we offer an opportunity to earn passive income. So, in summary, Crowd1 is a global online crowd marketing and networking company that is affiliated to the online entertainment industry. Now, a lot of people might say, why the online entertainment industry? Well, think about it. Over 50% of the world's population take part in some form of online gaming every year. And the nice thing, it is a sector which everyone knows, loves, and already spends money on. And that is actually the key of the successful Crowd1. So it's got everything to do with apps, movies, and games. Ladies and gents, in this industry or sector or whatever you want to call it, is a $2 trillion industry. And this is what we are getting access to. People, there's comments about when will Crowd1 end? Well, I want to answer that question with another question. When will people stop downloading apps, stop watching or downloading and watching movies, stop downloading and playing games? I don't think it's ever going to happen. So there you've got my answer about Crowd1 ending. Importantly, Crowd1 is owned by a European company, Impact Crowd Technology. And what is the vision of the group? The vision is to build the largest sales network. Now, this is important. And then you realize why Crowd1 encourages us to recruit people, because they're busy building the largest sales network. And later on, I'll tell you why they're doing it. They want to disrupt the software distribution. And very important, they want to allow developing countries access to the software. We've been actually 10 years behind the Western world in a lot of the apps and software that's being developed. And they actually want to give us an opportunity to access the gig economy. Do yourself a favor and go and Google gig economy. That is the new thing that's happening. More and more people are working from home, using the internet to earn a living instead of working for a boss. Crowd1 wants to give us, irrespective of where you live or your age, they want to give us an opportunity to share in this. And the objective is to supply their affiliates, us, with a library of products, apps, software, and services that we can recommend and sell. So that is actually what they're busy doing. And the core sales channel is network marketing. People must say, yeah, why network marketing? Because word of mouth has been found to be the most effective marketing method around the world. Think about it. You buy, let's say, a kettle, because I'm sitting here staring at our kettle, and you find this is the best and greatest kettle that you've bought. You tell your friends about this, and they go and buy that same kettle from Pick n Pay or Game or wherever they go and buy it. Does Pick n Pay or Game give you commission because you told your friends about that kettle and they went and bought it as well? I don't think so. And this is why network marketing is so fantastic. We recommend other companies' products. It gets bought by our network and we make money. Is that not nice? Guys, and our leaders, Jonas Eric Banner, the founder of Crowd1. Now in the media, there's a lot being said about him and his previous companies. Fact of the matter is, this guy, I think, is way ahead of his time in thinking. You really look at the business model that he's put together. Very clever gentleman. And the thing is, he's been in network marketing for like 30 years. So he knows what we need as affiliates, as members. And that is his passion to give us the best. And then he was clever enough to get this gentleman, Johan Stahl von Holstein, to become the CEO of Crowd Technology. Now, Johan has got a resume of note. This guy started 3 businesses that he built from 0 to $1 billion. He listed 3 of them. One of them was actually at the New York Stock Exchange on NASDAQ. And his aim is to take ICT there as well, to make that a $1 billion industry and one day to list it. Please don't ask me when, because I don't know when they're planning. If a member, a current person in Crowd1 tells you it's going to happen this year or next year, guys, they lie, because nobody knows when this is going to happen. But this is the goal. Both of these gentlemen want to list ICT on the stock exchange. Let's look at some of the offices, our footprint. Well, our main office of ICT is in Spain. The reason is they want to be absolutely transparent and they want to comply to the European Union's laws and regulations, so that there can be no person saying that, oh, you guys are hiding, like in the Crowd1 head office, and the Crowd1 network office is still listed, and you can look at the website, it's still listed in Dubai. But our holding company, through which everything is flowing, is in Madrid. And they want to do it so that future shareholders and stakeholders can actually go and see what these guys are doing. And currently we've got offices in Manila, in the Philippines, Stockholm, Sweden. That, by the way, is where Jonas Werner is based. And then Gothenburg is where we've got a full-on development team, the IT guys. Johannesburg office opened last year in October, got an office in Malaga, and they've got an office in London. And some of the locations where they're going to open quite soon: Colombia, Brazil, Nigeria, Hong Kong, and Kenya. The reason why in these is they are looking at where is the most members at a specific point in time. And that's where they then open. That's why Manila was the first regional office in the Philippines, and Johannesburg was the second regional office, because the majority of Crowd1 members are from Asia Pacific, as well as from Africa, and more specific in Africa, South Africans have got the most members. So I'm sure the other countries will come as well. What does Crowd1 do? Well, first of all, please keep in mind that this company is still in pre-launch. We've been in pre-launch since last year, January. And yes, our Filgo platform has gone live in November, but the guys that are still negotiating with more and more third-party partners who's developing the games to bring them on board, to bring us more products. So we're going to be in pre-launch for a long time. But it's not to say we're not going to make money, because the guys are working very, very hard to bring us more games. Guys, and this is their goal. This is what I actually want to get to. And this slide actually summarizes the whole thing. And this is why Crowd1 encourages us to grow the network, because they're creating a global network of members and players, guys that love to play games from around the world, and we will have unlimited access to online games from the world's leading gaming companies. Doesn't matter where you are, we will have access to this. We can go and play. We can invite friends and family to come and play on the platforms, and we make money when they do that. And that way, Crowd1 provides customers to the gaming industry whilst receiving regular affiliate income to the Crowd1 network. Now, don't you think that's clever? Taking people that is struggling sometimes to get their products to market. I mean, you don't go and develop an app and you place it on Google and wow, tomorrow you've got 1 million customers. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. So that's why Crowd1 is building a crowd, because there's power in a crowd. Would you rather have your product being sold by a company that's got, let's say, 50 salespeople, or Crowd1, who's currently got over 6 million members? So the sales force of 6 million people. Well, I tell you, if I develop an app, I would really love Crowd1 to market it for me, because I'm sure the Crowd1 members themselves, if they like it, they might even buy it. And I've got 6 million customers, 6 million people that's going to market my product to their network, be it WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, their family, friends, colleagues, whatever. They're going to market my product for me. That's why Crowd1 keeps on building this huge crowd, because they want the big guys to say, we don't want to deal with you, we only want to deal with Crowd1. So let's look at our products and services that we've currently got and that is in the pipeline. Afilgo, that's the gambling platform. And then we've got e-learning, the online education through GridUp. And then Mixter, who is currently pre-launched, that will be the social gaming and the esports and that. So let's look at Afilgo. Just look at this market size. More than $500 billion by 2022. And ladies and gents, this is what we will get access to through Crowd1. These are the products that we're going to sell. Yes, maybe we don't have all these products yet in all the countries where Crowd1 is, but it's coming. They will launch it. And that's why I'm saying to especially the skeptical members that's in it, thought, oh, I wasted my money. Guys, give them a chance. You know what? When we are born as humans, you don't get out of your mom and go and run immediately. You can't even crawl for the first couple of months. So let's give Crowd1 a chance. I mean, in 16 months, they've grown to 5 million members. We're going to have companies first fighting to sign up with Crowd1. And then the e-learning market, they say it will grow to $93 billion. I think because of this whole COVID thing, this industry is going to be turned upside down. I think we're going to see a huge spike in e-learning. Instead of going actually and sitting at varsity or a college or even a school, people that are clever, you want to start a business, especially if you're a teacher, if you can get capital, start an e-school. I think it's the way to go. And then mobile gaming market, this is just mobile gaming. There's not even the video games. And I mean, that industry by itself is already going to almost like $1 trillion. But the mobile gaming industry, they said already, is $166 billion. And I think this is going to be more because millions of people were sitting at home during the global lockdown, and I'm sure they played a lot of games, and this market got some new people. Already they're talking about over 2 billion gamers. That's a huge market. Would you really say no to join a company that's going to give us access to products that we can take to a market that already enjoys doing this? You don't have to convince people to do it. They do it already. And the nice thing is you earn money directly to your mobile phone. In Bitcoin or in euros, your choice. And if you look at the Bitcoin price, look at the euro, anything between 19 and 20 Rand plus. So for every €1 you earn with Crowd1, people might complain and say, I only get €2. Times that by 20, can you buy a bread with a Rand? Well, you can buy it with a euro for now. And the other thing is, it's 100% mobile. You can sit anywhere. You can work from any time and anyone can actually do this business from their cell phones. And the app is available on the App Store as well as through Google Play Store, Google Play, and Android. What does it cost to join? Well, let's have a quick look. You can start with a white, black, gold, or titanium, and there's the cost, 99 euros to 2,499. And we've got an epic promotion that ends tomorrow night at midnight. What does the epic promotion mean? Well, for instance, if you start off with a white package, you buy an education pack paying 99 euros, the company will upgrade you for free to a black package. Now look at what this package is worth, 299 euros. That's your education package, and you get Crowd1 rewards with every pack. If you buy a black package, you get upgraded to gold. If you buy gold, you can go to titanium for free. And the big one, but it's very limited, only available during the epic promotion, the Titanium Pro. If you buy a titanium, you go to Titanium Pro. And look at the Crowd1 rewards you get with the Titanium Pro. 7,000. It's 3,500 Crowd1 rewards. Why is that important? Well, Crowd1 rewards give you access to share in the profits of Crowd1. The thing is that people don't realize is these rewards will only be available as long as Crowd1 is in pre-launch. Although I said we're going to be in pre-launch for a while, it's going to come to an end at one stage. And then the only way to make money is you're going to pay a membership fee to join Crowd1. And then your money will come from you marketing and selling the gaming platforms and the games and the education packages as there's more and more education packages coming. You're not going to get Crowd1 rewards. That's why it's so important to get in as soon as possible. How does Crowd1 make money? Well, currently through our educational packages. When you join with a white package, you actually get a bronze education package with Crowd1 rewards. And you can see the different packages that's available. Now, I know there's a lot of people that say, I don't want this rubbish. But you know, there are people that's actually gone through this education packages and they've made some money on it. Currently, I know it's all about real estate. And if you're like me, I don't currently have that kind of money to invest in real estate. But believe me, when Crowd1 starts rolling out more products and we make enough money, we're going to want to invest somewhere. That is when these education packages might just come in handy because we will be taught how to invest. And then our Philgo, we all know about our Philgo, the gambling side. More and more products is going to be launched. And on Saturday at our online event, I don't want to say too much right now because there's a different slide. They're going to launch products. And I hope, I believe in my heart that it will be the Epic One Lotto. This lotto is developed by Altec. Now, Altec is the same company that actually does the South African lottery, the Euro Millions, all of those, Euro Jackpot, all of those are being developed by Altec. So again, Crowd1 hasn't partnered with a Mickey Mouse company. It's a huge organization. And if Crowd1 was, ladies and gents, and I think this is critical, if we were a scam or a pyramid scheme, I can bet you a company like Altec and Premier Bet and those companies will never ever have aligned themselves with Crowd1. But what amazes and what I'm looking forward on this platform, if I play and I win, my whole downline wins with me. So every member in that team win. So who's not going to play? The more people that play, the more of us is going to get money. And if we don't win anything, the profits from this is going back to Crowd1, and that's going to be redistributed back to us as well. I mean, look at how many people before lockdown used to go and stand at garages and shopping centers and cafes to buy lottery tickets. That's not necessary anymore. You can bring your family and friends, whoever you know play lotto and love to play lotto. Bring them to this platform and they can sit in the comfort of their home and they can play the lotto. They don't have to go out and put on those silly masks that we've got to put on. And if you like me and you wear glasses, it's the worst thing I want because my glasses fall out. So I'd rather sit at home and play lotto and win with you, the rest of the team. And then the most exciting thing for me is Mixter that's going to come. Now, I've already heard from senior guys in the Crowd1 network that Mixter is very, very close to be launched. And who knows, maybe we're in for a surprise on the 4th of July. I don't know. But this is coming. It's coming this year. It's going to happen. And again, like I said, mobile gaming, social gaming, esports. People are crazy about playing games on their cell phones. And this is where we're going to get money from. So how does it work? Well, we as members have got a unique link. We send it to our whole network, people that love to play games and gamble. We play ourselves and we recommend. And a percentage of the profit goes back to our Fieldo and Mixter as commission. And that comes back to us. How does it come back to us? Well, whatever the portion of profit is, the company takes 20%. And that is just for running costs. Because remember, there's already 300 people working full time for you and me. Yes, I said for you and me, because if you remember, you've got people in Gothenburg, a whole IT team that has developed your app for you and is continuously doing upgrades for you. We've got people that are negotiating with gaming companies that they want to bring to the platform where we can make money from. So I think 20% is fair. And they've got running costs for offices and that. But 80% comes back to the network. 40% will come back to the network monthly based on whatever network level you are. Team leader 1 star to ambassador 3 star. Monthly will get paid. And yes, we already got paid in May and June, and I know it wasn't a lot. But look at the amount of products that Crowd1 has got available. It's going to increase. And then, if you just join and you have your Crowd1 rewards, 40% of the monthly profit will be coming back to us every 3 months because of the rewards that we've got. Which company shares 80% of their profit with their staff? Now, we're not even staff, we're members. But 80% coming back to us? But most of you want to know, how can you make money? Well, there's actually 2 ways in Crowd1. Passively, you join, you get Crowd1 rewards, and you do nothing. You sit and you wait every 3 months and you'll get your quarterly bonus payouts based on the number of Crowd1 rewards that you've got. But if you want to make more money, there's an active way. If you've always wanted to start your business, ladies and gents, here is your chance. And it's in an industry that I can't say it enough. People already love, they know about it, and they spend money on it already. Gaming. You don't have to sell anything. You don't have to sell plastic containers or soap powders or toothpaste or vitamins or whatever it is. Nothing. And there's no monthly fee. And you can play games. You can get everybody that wants to play games with you. So here's the quarterly payouts. Depending on the number of rewards you've got, there's a value per reward that gets paid out, and that depends on 2 things. First of all, the profits that's available to be distributed, as well as the number of Crowd1 rewards already issued. But like I said, this is going to come to an end. And people might wake up too late, but the guys that join will get rewards. So every quarter you'll get your money. And we got our first payout on the 15th of June. And here we are, compensation plan. There's 4 ways of getting bonuses. And let's go at the education packages. Here you can see, again, the 4 different packages. And here on the right, you can see the level of bonuses you can earn. For instance, on a white package, between 18 euros to 36, black 56 to 108, and titanium, you can earn up to 900 euros if you sell titanium packages. How does that work? Well, we each have got to build a left and a right team. So if you get 1 person on your left that you've recruited and 1 person on your right that have joined your business, it's 90 points. That is the business volume that you get for a white package. It's 180 points, and 10 points equals €1. So you'll get 18 euros in bonus. Now, many companies only pay you on your weekly. So in this case, in many of the network marketing companies, you're in balance. So you might have got paid. They could have chosen a leg here. Say they chose the right, so you could have got 9 euros instead of, if it is even 9 euros. But look here, as your people, even if once you've qualified with 1 left and 1 right that you have to personally refer to, if your people start working, look here, you get for every person left and right another 18 euros. Yes, another 2, another 18 euros as your team grows. But that's not all. They even work on a 1-to-2 ratio. So on your right leg, now you've got 2 people, you just get your left leg going and get qualified, and boom, 90 plus 180, 270, 27 euros. Like I said before, many other companies would have only paid you on the 90 on your weak leg. But Crowd1 goes even 1 further, and they go on a 1-to-3 ratio. So say on your right leg, you get 3 people, all white packages, that's 270 business volume. And all you need to do is find 1 person on your left to get qualified, and boom, you end up with a 36 euros bonus. And that goes on. And if you've got more points left, that will carry over. And all you do is you keep on looking at where's your weak leg. And that's where you keep building. And then we get a matching bonus. The matching bonus is to actually, first of all, to encourage us to grow the business and to share this opportunity with more people. And then we get incentivized for it. So if you join with a white package and you sponsored, you've got 4 people that you got in. The moment any one of those 4 people, when they earn the binary bonus, as we call the education packages sales, you get 10% of whatever they do. And then if you upgrade to a black and you now get 8 people, so it's that 4 plus another 4, you will share 2 levels deep, 10% and 10%. And it goes further. If you grow your team bigger and you've still on a black and you now get an extra 4 people, you will now share 3 levels deep. If you upgrade to gold and you get to 16, you share 4 levels deep. And if you upgrade to titanium and you've grown your team to 20 people, you can share 5 levels deep in matching bonus. And then we've got the long-term residual. That's that first 40% that gets distributed monthly. Say the profit pool is 2.1 million euros, and this is just an example. They take the 2.1 million and they divide it by the 21 pools of the network levels. So that means here at the entry level, there's 100,000 euros that will be spread. If there's 1 million people, that's at a team leader 1 level. It's 100,000 divided by a million.
Baie dankie, kos was baie lekker geweest, weet jy. Ek gaan nou die kamer sit en mense kom haal my, hoor.
Sorry, I just want to meet everybody.
Phone moet gecharge word. Ek wil net by wees.
Okay, thank you. All right. So that is why it is actually important to put in the effort and get yourself up higher. Currently, as an example, there's only 3 Ambassador 1 stars in Crowd1. So say there's 100,000 euros. It's going to be divided by the 3 of them. It's 30,000 plus euros for each of those 3 gents every month for the rest of their lives. Even if they don't do anything further, they will get it. That's why this business is actually, I cannot believe that people don't actually work harder to get higher up. I've worked in other network marketing companies. If you didn't do your sales volume every month, you didn't get the residual income. Here you work once and you get money for the rest of your life every month. Is that not worth it? Plus, then there's incentives. We'll talk about that later. The bucket list for the president, 1 stars and up, and the luxury cruises for the director, 1 stars and up. And here we are, monthly and quarterly rewards. Here you can see we got our first payment on the 15th of May. We got our second residual on the 15th of May, plus our first rewards payout. Yes, I know it wasn't a lot of money, but Crowd1 hasn't even got so many products yet. We only live on the gambling site in 9 countries out of the 177 or 200 countries. So you can imagine when they start launching new products, which is going to happen on Saturday, and we really go to task and we start marketing. Who knows what could happen here July, August, September. Ladies and gents, and you know what, Crowd1 could have easily said, oh, thanks to the COVID, a lot of the agreements had to be put on the back burner. We couldn't we couldn't roll out the epic lotto and all those things in time. So you know what, we don't have enough profit to pay out. They didn't do that. Look at how many companies currently today, and I've got family members working in those companies. Their hours have been cut because the business can't pay them. Some of them during lockdown was even said, no work, no pay. Go and claim UIF, and many of them still waiting for their UIF payment. Crowd1 could have turned around the same and say, yes, it's tough. Guys, we haven't had enough sales, but they paid us. That to me means more. Yes, it was a disappointment. I would lie to you if I say to you I wasn't disappointed. But you know what? They kept their promise. And that to me is worth gold. And in a couple of days, we're going to get our 3rd monthly income. Whether you've done anything more or grown your business any further, you're going to get paid. And the guys that has done nothing, they just joined in September, they're going to get paid again. And in December. And can you just think about when these epic lotto and the mixture and those get going and the money starts rolling in. Just think of the kind of quarterly bonus you're going to get on the 15th of December. You know what? Maybe January will not be as long as it normally is next year because you have stuck it out with Crowd1. You didn't sell your package, or you didn't listen to the rubbish in the newspapers and the media. You got involved and you've got your rewards. Next year, January might be a very nice time for you. And then the only bonus that is time-based is a fear of loss. And again, this is just to motivate people to say, you know what, because let's be honest, when you start something new, when are you at your most passionate about something? Is in those first couple of days. And that's why within 14 days from the day you start, if you can get 4 white packages sold, you'll get 125 euros. If you can get 4 black, it's 375, 1,000 for 4 gold, and 3,000 for 4 titaniums. And remember, this doesn't matter what package you are. You could have joined on the cheap one, the 99 euros. But maybe you've got some 4 rich family members and you say to them, join this business. You know what? It's going to grow. You're going to get rewards. And if you buy titanium, hey, you get 1,750 rewards. 3,000 euros that you can earn back within 14 days. That's double your money back, if not more, 10 times. And then this company goes even further and say, just because you joined, and as the crowd grows and more people join after you, you can move up the streamline level. And every Wednesday, they give us additional rewards. So you can build up more rewards. And the more rewards you've got, the higher your quarterly payout will be. And look at this. And a lot of people have actually been, was actually lucky. And I want to actually highlight it because I don't know how many of them are on the call tonight. But I've got people in my team that were sitting on a black package. Yes, they had 12 white packages under them, but they only had a black package and they were getting 250 euros worth of Crowd1 rewards. Crowd1 then realized, oops, there was a system glitch, and they checked it out and said, no, but although you've got 12 white packs, you are only on a black pack, so the maximum you can get is 75 euros. Boy, and were the people upset. But hey, they didn't complain for the 2 months that they were getting actually more than what they should have. But again, this business is built for business builders. So the more people you introduce and you start getting more people to join and to upgrade, because guys, we want people to upgrade, not just so that we can make more money, but because if you're a lead, if you get more of the rewards, you earn more quarterly bonuses. So if you get to level 15, it's 2,250 euros worth. Sorry, level 20, it's 15 titanium packages. It's 2,250 euros a week of additional rewards. Now that's huge. That could mean a lot to you, especially when those rewards start paying out €1 per reward. And some people might think, oh, it will never happen. I say, watch this space. And then I briefly mentioned the incentives. These cruises, if you get to a director 1 star, by the end of August, you and your significant other will be invited to go on a 7-day luxury cruise with the company in December. And if you get to a president level and higher, you will get invited to the bucket list trip. And in this bucket list, it is almost, I want to say, anything goes. From luxury cruises to fast cars, to helicopter trips, whatever, staying in absolute 5-star luxury. So, in summary, the key thing is choose your level of business. If you're not sure, you know what, and maybe you can't afford that kind of money, join. Just at least get in. When I saw this business, I didn't even really understand it properly. It was sold to me. And I think that's part of the problem for why we in the newspaper. It was sold to me as an investment. And I started with a white package and I realized, but this is not an investment. This is a business. And I quickly realized what these guys are going to do. They're going to get new products coming. And it's products that people love. 50% of the world population already take part in online gaming. That is a market that I would love to just get 1 cent out of every person that spends whatever. So I started on white and slowly but surely I upgraded myself. And today I have a titanium pro package. And I'm not saying everybody must do it, but you know what? If I look at the amount of rewards I've got, I can't wait for that. Even 10 cents per reward. I will be the happiest man in this country. And then think of the impact when you join this crowd, because this is what we are all about. We want to impact the world. our CEO and founder, the aim is to eradicate poverty. And when you join and you do your bit, you are going to be part of this crowd that is going to help people to get up and out of poverty. And then we didn't let COVID get us down. So many companies had to cancel events. Crowd1 actually went and they bought a studio. We had our first event in April. We actually crashed the service because there was over 1 million members that wanted to watch this live broadcast. We crashed the service. But last month we had another event and there was again over 1 million people. And Crowd1, we've got our next one coming on the 4th of July. This is Saturday. I'm telling you, I almost feel as excited about this as a World Cup rugby final or a Currie Cup final, especially if Western Province is in it. I can't wait because I know they're going to launch products and I can't wait to hear and see what it is. If you haven't got a ticket, make sure you get a ticket. Tune in with us. There's going to be millions of us. If you're still not sure about this Crowd1 thing, do yourself a favor. Attend the event. You can sit in the luxury of your own house. You can have friends and family over. Have a bride. Put it on your big screen. Show them. And then you can see with your own eyes. You will see the leadership. You will see the things that these guys do. And you will see the vision. And then if that's not all, we even get training for free. Every Sunday, Peter Jacobson, Peter Jacobson has built network marketing lists of businesses of 1 million plus distributors under him. And he shares that wealth of knowledge with us every Sunday, 2 o'clock South African time. And you can attend it for free. It takes about half an hour and he shares a lot of insight with us and tips how to grow your business and even things that you can use if you've got another business or you work for somebody. You can even use that, some of those tips in your everyday life. So what is the next move? Well, the first thing is you need to decide your why. Why do you want to create additional income? Is it to replace a job that you hate? Is it that maybe the COVID, you had to take a salary cut? Or maybe, you just hate it there. Maybe you want to take your family on more trips. Maybe you want to spend more time with your family. But decide your why. Set yourself some goals that you want to reach. For instance, I want to be director 1-star by the end of August because I want to go on that trip with my wife or my husband or my fiance or boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever it is. Then develop an action plan. Take training as well. The company is offering training. Us as leaders, we're offering training. Develop an action plan, but then take action. And then you review your results. You see at what's happening. And then maybe you need more training. Maybe your plan isn't right. Or maybe there's a problem that you're not taking enough action. Ladies and gents, that is Crowd1. And I'd like to welcome you to Crowd1. I'm now going to unmute everybody. And you are most welcome to ask questions. Okay, those of you, I see there's still a few that's on mute. You're most welcome to actually ask questions. I really don't mind. Okay, let's see.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, here? Nee, sorry, is Bobby wat daar gepraat het, Marius.
Whoa. Hello, Bobby. Sign up. If she can talk, she can sell.
Papegaai.
Okay, any questions?
Ik wil allemaal verstaan, mooi neef.
Sure. Okay, nee, ek is bly. Maybe I just want to take this opportunity to actually maybe discuss, if you guys are happy with it, this whole thing about the negative media. And you know what? It actually boils down to basically, well, actually two main things. The first one is that they say that we're a pyramid scheme. And then the second one, they say that we should have been registered with the Financial Sector Conduct Authority. We should have been registered with the South African Reserve Bank, because for some reason they think that we are a financial services provider. Well, we're not selling any shares. We don't deal in Forex. You can't come and swap Forex at Crowd1. We don't sell insurance policies. We're not a pension fund. So I don't know. I mean, if you go and look at the Financial Advisory and Intermediary Services Act, there's a whole section on what is a financial product. And the only people that need to register with the FSCA and the Reserve Bank is people that are giving financial advice or selling a financial product. Now, we're not doing any of that. That's why I'm not even worried about this investigation by the Reserve Bank. In fact, I welcome it, because now all those people that go off on it will realize once and for all, we don't need to be registered as a financial services provider, because we're not. But the problem is, unfortunately, there are certain members, and we can't blame Crowd1 for it, but there are members out there that are selling it as if it's an investment. And it's not an investment. Yes, you put in some money and you can see it as, I have invested some money, but it's money invested in your business, in your future. It's not an investment product. Yes, guys.
Mario.
Yes. Sorry, man. Okay, just unmute yourself there, guys.
No, sorry, man. Good evening, Marius and everyone. I've recently been on a fuel go, and I've noticed that Altec's no more on that fuel go platform. So I don't know if you just want to maybe check that out and just get back to us with that, because
Okay.
I've searched on a few of Crowd stuff, but I can't see anything where they mention that Altec isn't a part of Crowd anymore. But it's just something I saw.
Okay.
They aren't on the Afilgo platform anymore.
Okay, well, thanks for that, guys. Yeah, I wasn't aware of it. I mean, I even listened to Zoom by one of the Ambassador One Stars this afternoon at 3 o'clock, and he even said that
They were still just looking for a paying solution.
yeah, the guys who Crowd1 was actually looking for a paying solution, but I mean, he even in that thing said that Altec is actually the guys that has been, that is in, you know, the what do you call it, the party is Altec and Crowd1 with the whole Epic Lotto. So I don't know why.
Yeah, no, okay, no, I understand that. I just think maybe it's doing upgrades or whatever on that platform.
Maybe, but
I just wanted
look,
to
I'll find out. I mean, it's a good point. But thanks for highlighting that. I wasn't aware of this.
Thanks, Maurice.
Thank you very much. So yes, I mean, guys, and do your own. You don't have to listen to me. I mean, you know, I've got a financial background. I've worked in the banking industry for like 7 years. So I've done my own research. into this whole financial product thing. And I can promise you, Crowd1 doesn't come near it. And the guys, the whole lottery association that's thrown up in Norway, we're not a gambling company. We're a marketing company, so we don't need a license. And if you actually go and look at, I think they raise about 9 countries where Crowd1 is now banned. The only place where we banned is in Namibia. The other countries has just issued warnings. And the Philippines at one stage has banned us, but Crowd1 had an opportunity. They went to see them, and they proved to them that they don't need to be registered with their financial services authority because we're not in financial services. And the guys can now go mad in the Philippines again. So I think my view is let the Reserve Bank and the FSCI do their work, but there's a lot of people, especially journalists, that's going to end up with egg on their face because we don't need to be registered. And then if I can come to the second thing, the pyramid scheme, they either say we're a pyramid scheme or they say that our revenue model is unsustainable because they reckon that we only make money by recruiting people. Yes, we have been recruiting people because remember, we want to build the largest sales force in the world. Imagine we get to 10 million members. Again, I want to ask you, show me a company that doesn't want to then do business with Crowd1 because they've got 10 million potential sales reps out there. And even if we don't sell it, even if we just use it ourselves, it's 10 million customers like that versus having to pay Facebook for ads that, heaven knows how much money Facebook is making through the ads. And then you've got Google. It takes people a long time to get to get listed at the first page when you go on Google's. It doesn't happen overnight. A lot of marketing and advertising cost has to be spent. Now they actually can cut all of that. They just come to Crowd1 and say, here's a new app, here's a new game. Please let your guys sell it for me, or even use it or market it. Who wouldn't want to do that? And that's where I say, even if we stop recruiting tonight, Crowd1 could decide on Saturday, we're closing the membership. Nobody will now be allowed in. Yes, you can join the platform. You pay a membership fee to participate on the Filgo platform and the Mixter platform and whatever. But you're not going to get rewards. We're still going to make money because we're going to have the products. People are still going to gamble. People are still going to play games. Whether we recruit or not, Crowd1 is still going to make money. So again, and there is a lot of people also, and some of them people that I actually respected. I still respect them. I just think they didn't do their homework. They were too quick to shoot out the hip. And they just say, it's a pyramid scheme. This model will never work. Crowd1 is going to be here, I think, long after I'm actually not here anymore. It is changing people's lives. Ladies and gents, I would love to share with you my story, but there isn't enough time. I've got people that didn't, you know what, my wife and I sponsored them into the business. They didn't even pay for it. This company put food on the table for those people. I have a lady that for the first time in Christmas, she invited, I don't know how many of her family, 25 people to her house to have a braai. For the first time, she said to me, in 3, 4, 5 years, she had meat in her deep freezers. Thanks to Crowd1. And that's why I maybe sometimes get upset when people throw Crowd1 with stones. But you know, like they say, the tallest trees catches the most wind. And I think that's the period that we're in. I'd rather not say my view of why we're being attacked, especially in certain of the media platforms, because that's just my personal opinion. But I think there's more to it than what you and I actually think there is to this. But Crowd1 is not a pyramid scheme. And the NCC, the National Consumer Council, that is actually what they're going to investigate, whether or not Crowd1 is a pyramid scheme. So if you're a member, and maybe you've had that family member, that uncle, because we all have them, come on, let's be honest, that clever uncle or that clever brother-in-law, you know, that knows everything about everything, we have them. And maybe they've even phoned you or sent you the screenshots of the report, you know, where we scammed the bokker. And by the way, none of those bokker were scammed. They joined. The only guy that didn't join by paying for himself is Evan Hetzenbeck. I mean, and that oak is so scared of having his name even in the newspaper because of what happened with the World Cup last year. No wonder he actually reacted that way. But he was upset because they used his photo to lure more people in. Now, I also agree that that is not the right thing to do. You don't take Dwayne Vermeulen and Evan Hetzenbeck and say, oh, they're in Crowd1, you should be yes too. God, that to me, I actually think it's unethical. And the nice thing is Crowd1 has actually now created a compliance line or a compliance email function, compliance@crowd1.com. So if you see any Crowd1 member that is actually talking nonsense and using, you know, unethical tactics to get more people in, send Crowd1 an email. Because I think it's high time that we do that. Because those are the people that is giving our business a bad name. And I say our business because it is our business. This business can change lives. It's already done it. Please, again, if you can, if you haven't got your ticket for Saturday, get a ticket. Or if you can't, go and sit with people that are actually in and have got a ticket. Go and visit them. And watch the event with millions of fellow Crowd1 members all around the world. And and invite that clever uncle or brother-in-law over. Tell him you're having a braai. Don't even tell him about the event. And then when the event starts, you just say, hey, come and check here. I mean, he can't go. You can even park him in if you want to. Can't go anywhere. And let them see for themselves what is Crowd1. Is there any questions around this whole media thing, or maybe, you know, that you are worried about, that maybe I know there are people out there that are so scared that they're going to be jailed because they got people to join. It's not going to happen. I can tell you now, it won't happen. Crowd1 didn't do anything wrong, and we're definitely not a pyramid scheme. So don't stress. You guys are at the right place. You've joined as pioneers. You got your Crowd1 rewards, and that is going to give us quarterly income. And just imagine when we start getting to the point where we get €1 for every Crowd1 reward that you've got. Even if you've got 3,000 Crowd1 rewards, doesn't sound like a lot, but €3,000 at 60,000 Rand every 3 months. That gives you 240,000 Rand a year for doing nothing, for just being a Crowd1 member. If there's no more questions, I'd really like to thank you for spending the time with us tonight. If you still have questions and maybe you didn't feel comfortable asking them in this open forum, please ask the person that sent you the link. If you want to speak to me personally, you know, you're most welcome to do that as well. Again, ask the person that invited you. I've got my leaders on this. 3 of my leaders are on the team on this call tonight. So for them, I'd like to say thanks for taking the time. And yeah, let's see what happens on Saturday. And I think on Monday, rest well after Saturday, especially Sunday, because I think after this event, we're going to be busy. People are going to come and they are going to first fight to get into Crowd1. And when the Reserve Bank and all those reports come out, we're going to get even more busy. Because people are going to realize, oh, I listened to the wrong people. And wow, I was an idiot. Sign up. This is truly an amazing business and an amazing opportunity. Thank you for listening. And ladies and gents, please keep safe and look after yourself.
Baie dankie Marius.
Groot plezier. Lekker aand verder allemaal.
Dankie Marius,
Bye.
bye bye.
Bye. Dankie neef, lekker aan het julle.
Selfe dankie neef.